Support for this podcast, as always, is brought to you by our boys at Market Squawk, powered by livesquawk.co.uk for all of your on-demand data needs, whether you are slinging gold, having a little bit of a muck about with some hogs or whatever. Market Squawk, powered by LiveSquawk, will got you covered. Shout out to our other sponsor, xbrain.co.uk, for all of your supplementation needs. Kaisee may have some supplements, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a hot topic at the minute. But yeah, enter promo code Fighting Words to save 30% at checkout, or join the Patreon, £2 a month. Help your boys. I am joined tonight by, to me, a king of the north, but he's a Midlands don, Kaisee Benjamin. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. Listen, guys, like I was just saying to you before we bang record, like seeing you fight, it's astonishing that you're like rolling around at light welter, because when we saw you, fucking huge, jacked, fast, explosive, fun. Like it's just a wicked style that you've got. Like true fan. Like I can't wait to see you out on this next fight. Like you versus Dalton. There's no way it can't be fireworks, isn't it?
100%. Obviously he's good, and obviously I
Yeah.
consider myself to be good, so I feel like it's going to be a great fight.
I think you've been I think you've definitely had more tests and more definitely tougher fights so far, because obviously Dalton, like, isn't it, this is not a knock on Dalton. Dalton's one of them guys. I don't want to call him a Josh Kelly, but he's got that Josh Kelly vibe to him, right? He's flashy, he looks the part, he speaks well, he's got, he's got like that like brand that you could see him in a champion hoodie like they was doing with Josh.
Yeah, yeah.
So with that, they have to protect the commercial asset a little bit more. But he can scrap, and he is a superstar. But with you, we now have another one of what we call the domestic don clashes, because this year has just been huge. We had Fabio Woodley on last night, and like he's got a massive domestic one. Like you had a little comment on our one, yours fits in with all of them, right? How buzzing are you to be fighting for the British? How buzzing are you for it to be against Dalton as well?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. It's a massive fight.
Yeah.
One of the biggest purse bids for a British title. So, obviously, I'm just happy to be a part of that. And
Of course you are.
like looking from where I've come from to where I am now, it's exciting, and I can't wait. Obviously, after when I win this, I can't wait to see what the future holds.
What's been the biggest change since, like you're saying, where you've come from to where you're at now? What's been like the key crossroads, like the real switchovers? Because you caught a draw early on. It's where it is. You've felt it all now. At what were you 18 fights in? This would be the 19th fight, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you've experienced a lot, right? So that in itself has given you've got that edge on Dalton. I think you're equally as fast as him. I think you probably hit harder than him, and we haven't seen him fucking take a couple of shots yet. And we have seen that with you. We know you can take a shot. So, like, run me through what has been because there has been a change in your career, not just in the weight, but there has been a change. So what went down?
I feel like ever since signing with Mick Hennessy, when just seeing like the opportunities in front of me, and
Mm.
just seeing from being at, like, for instance, not knocking being at the Villa, because it's a great come up for people to start at, and I feel like just coming from there to fighting on them big shows, I feel like it's a massive difference. There's a lot more fans. Just seeing the likes of like Sam Egginton headlining it, and knowing that he's getting that exposure, and how much he's getting paid, just that
Yeah.
excites me. And that's what I want, like, to get out of boxing: big paydays, big following, and yeah, just all the good stuff.
And world honors, obviously.
Yeah,
British
100%.
first, European, then went on to the world. With like Mick, Mick's one of them dudes, right? So in the 90s, he was massive, and he's. I don't want to even be disrespectful and say a lower tier, but it's a different thing that he has now. So where like he had the Channel 5 deal, now he's working a lot with Boxer and Sky. First of all, how when the board announced the clash, you was probably just thinking this is 100% on DAZN. This is 100% on a Matchroom card. They're probably gonna nick my fucking walkout music. They're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like my corner aren't gonna be allowed in the venue. Like you know all of the dirty tricks. How
Yeah.
buzzing was you that Boxer and Sky got it? With obviously you're essentially the home fighter now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'm in the home corner around the night, so
Yeah,
uh, even though he's the champion, obviously he's obviously coming in the away corner. So that that's just a little bit of reassurance that if it is a close fight, then
fact.
hopefully then I don't get like set up with any dodgy decisions. But you never know, as he's the champion. But fingers crossed that if it is a close fight, that I get a fair shake. But
Yeah, I think like you said there, if it was, listen, I don't want to make any sort of sweeping, scathing accusations, but you're on a DAZN card on a Matchroom promoted one with a Matchroom fighter. You know, this at least as a Hennessy fighter on Sky,
yeah,
it's as fair as possible, right? You are essentially the same, except for Boxer
yeah,
won the bid.
yeah, that's it. So obviously, it's just we both got to get in there and obviously do the best we can, and obviously the best man will win on the night. So hopefully that, as long as it's all fair, I should come out with the decision if it goes to decision.
If if it
If,
goes.
yeah, that's
If it
it.
goes. Yeah, you're one of them dudes. You're always going for the fucking. I don't think. I don't think you're exactly like a chill fighter when it comes to that. Every single thing you throw has got bad intentions on it. Every time, even the second you start moving forward, you're looking to stop someone. Like it's you. You kind of got like the Idris Virgo vibe about you. You know, shout
Yeah,
out
well,
Idris.
yeah, shout it. Just I feel like as I said, just from coming on these big shows, obviously you kind of look at people that are levels ahead of you and try and take a bit from them and see what they're doing right and try and implant that into my game. So obviously, like Sam Eggington, for instance,
Mm.
he doesn't come out and just tap his opponents. He comes out to try
No.
and get out of there, and I've been implanting that in my game. And yeah, I feel like since signing with Hennessy, it's been showing.
Yeah, it has, and like it's like I said, this fight in itself is a quintessential British title fight, right? You got two fantastic fighters fighting for, in my opinion, the most beautiful belt in boxing. How much does the British mean to you? Is it something that you, when you started boxing, was you like, I want that British title?
Yeah, 100%. Like other than a world title, there's nothing else that I've like thought, oh yeah, I want that as well. Like I'd rather the British than the European. Like
Fact.
obviously the European is a big title, but
It's a
the
shit belt, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like
yeah,
looks wise,
right? Like look at the even just the looks of the British. It's just something
fact.
around you, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
and imagine winning that outright as well, getting to keep that, and just saying to like your family, like I don't know, look what I've worked for, all the hard work that I've put in. This is what I've got out.
100%.
Yeah,
Plus, like if you strolled into a coffee shop with the European belt around you, people would think you're just a mad geezer, right?
yeah,
You
no one,
walk in with the
nobody,
yeah, you walk in with the British on, people, you're getting a free coffee. Fact.
yeah, 100%.
How's training camp been?
It's been good. Few niggles like at the start of the camp, but uh, I'm all right at the moment, and it's obviously I'm almost there now. So I think we've got like a week left now, so we're almost there. So just the weight really now. Last bar tomorrow, and then
Yeah,
just concentrate on the weight and sharpening up.
nice. And you saying like the weight is not an issue at all, which is phenomenal, right? Just like I said, thick and you're
Yeah.
big anyway. Are you and Dalton ever trained together, or have you done anything? No.
Nah, never. I've never saw him before. No, just obviously
Okay.
watching his videos, watching him fight.
Nice. Well, I think
Yeah.
we're all in for a fucking fantastic fight.
Yeah.
When did you start boxing and
When I was
why?
about 8, my sister's stepdad, I went with him
Hmm.
and he took me to his boxing gym because he was a professional boxer. And
Okay.
I've just been doing it ever since then. Well, I was doing it kind of on and off playing football and yeah, I've been doing it ever since then. Well, before boxing, I used to do karate.
Yeah.
My dad took me to karate, and I was doing that for a couple of years,
Mm.
and it wasn't physical enough for me. So I obviously took a liking to boxing, and yeah, I was loving that.
It's mad. What was the like the divide between football and boxing? Was it just opportunity versus opportunity, or you just enjoyed one
Uh,
more?
I enjoyed boxing more. It was like when I used to play football, it was more so um, a bit clicky. So
Mm.
I know like boxing can be like that too, but I didn't. When I was boxing, it didn't seem like that. It seemed like everyone in the gym was just one big family, and I don't know. I kind of liked the environment rather than at football. It was kind of you'd get dropped at a hat if
Yeah.
someone was better than you, and it was just like, yeah, it's not for me. And even if someone wasn't better than you, you can still get dropped just due to favoritism. So, yeah, it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's team sports, isn't it?
That's it.
Team sports are always a little bit soft. I've never mucked about them.
Yeah, not for me. I think I kind of like to rely on myself when
Yeah,
it comes
exactly.
come down to push and shove because with a team sport, you can just like blame other people and whatnot, and so yeah, weren't for me.
No. Have you now got into, obviously everyone and their mum does strength and conditioning now. What level are you rolling at now? Like,
But,
are you like 3, 4, 5 times a week with the specialists, or are you still pretty much heavy on the skills and that's a side thing?
I do strength and conditioning twice a week, so I don't
Yeah.
do it heavily. I just kind of concentrate on my boxing and yeah, my technicality, I suppose. Yeah, I don't. I didn't used to do any strength and conditioning, but from my last fight, I started doing it twice a week.
Yep. That's
So
that's kind of why I asked, because it seems to be a very there's the fighters that are much more skills based. There's the fighters that are much more athleticism, strength and conditioning based. There's a little bit of an uprising now of like ones that are crossing over between the two now, and I was just wondering where you are, because like your style, like I said, is it's explosive and it's smooth and it's fluid. Like now you've said that you started in karate, it kind of makes sense a little bit just from
yeah,
like the stance and the way that you kind of hold the hips a little bit. It's if my co-host, who's currently living his best life in Hawaii doing roly polies as a stuntman, if he was on here, he's like a lifelong martial artist. He would immediately have got very excited when you said karate.
yeah. I'm into all my animes and all that sort of stuff.
Are
So
you?
yeah, I love it all. I do.
I didn't
Dig
expect
it.
that.
Yeah, man.
What are we talking? Like, are you like deep in? Are you talking Comic Con cosplay?
Nah, I don't go to. I'd go to Comic Con, but I don't like dress up and all that sort of stuff. But I just like watching animes and yeah, I like there's a couple on Netflix that are okay, but I'm more of a hardcore anime watcher. Like there's probably some that you do you know about animes or
I mean, look, I'm a 40-year-old man, right? Everyone has that phase. Like, I got into anime when I was, I don't know, too old. Let's say between 16 to 25, whatever. Everyone gets a little bit into it.
yeah,
But I've got kids now, so all cartoons are on all the time. So the
yeah,
last thing I want to do is watch more cartoons when the
yeah.
TV's off. I mean,
Uh,
you've actually proper surprised me with that anime talk. Like, what are you into?
there's loads of good ones. Bleach. Uh, it's ringing me.
Yeah, so you got a phone call from your mum.
Yeah, she.
Huge.
I told her not to message me, let alone ring me, and she rang me. And as I thought I was pressing reject, and I
Right.
flipping must have pressed
It's
accept on
fine.
that.
Listen, you should always pick your mum over someone on the other end of a microphone. Listen, you maybe should just message her and say, Mum, look, listen, I'm actually on a top 200 sports podcast in Jamaica, which is fact, because we are somehow, right? She won't ring again, but respect to your mum. So you saying, yeah, you just chill with your anime. Are you like a gamer as well? Are you this cool guy?
Yeah, game as well. Currently, well, I was playing Apex earlier. They've got a new map and a new character out, so um,
Are you streaming? Are you doing all of the Twitch stuff?
no, no,
Because
I don't stream.
why? People would
Maybe,
love that shit. Your profile would go through the roof.
maybe after this fight, I'll start streaming. Maybe
You just do
get a
it
bit.
now. Just start it.
I don't get the time, man. I'm always training, and when I do come back, I ain't really been gaming since because I've currently moved to a little apartment in town,
Right.
like that's jewelry quarter it is.
Okay.
I'm living with my coach at the moment, so just so I do everything correct. So since I've been here, I ain't been really on the Xbox, even though I bought it.
So you've been literally just monk life, just letting everyone
Yeah,
know your fucking Bushido energy is there.
that's it. You know,
Is he doing all your food and everything for you? You doing all of that? Are you like, look, mate, you're earning your percentage you now.
I'm still cooking because he can't cook, but
That's a damn shame.
yeah, I know. But at least I ain't got to cook for him. He sorts himself out for food. But I, yeah, I'm still cooking, unfortunately.
Case, are you in the undisputed game?
Undisputed game. Nah, I'm not.
The new box they've got like
Nah,
they're listing out people that they've got that no one's ever heard of. How have they not got you on there?
I don't know. Hopefully, after when I win this British title, I'll get on there.
Mate, that would be sick. Just to have you. I
Uh,
mean, I don't even think you need the British for that. There's people on there that, like, honestly, no one's
yeah,
ever heard of that managed to
yeah.
get on that
I
game.
know I've seen, and but hopefully, well, hopefully, if I do win the British, then after that, I'll
Yeah,
definitely be on there. So
I swear that
hopefully,
game's some sort of money laundering, mate. How do you get that level of, like, from like you're a gamer, I used to be a gamer, but like, do you remember how serious it was for them to have the likeness rights? It was like a thing, wasn't it? Like for EA to have it meant someone else couldn't have it. These
yeah,
fuckers have got Canelo, they've got AJ, they've got
yeah, they've
Fury,
got
they've got
everyone.
all of these. Yeah, yeah, you got like Sonny Edwards on there, Froch is on there, everyone. Deontay Wilder. Are they just giving this shit out for free, or are they just like
I
paying
don't get it
up?
though because you see on the do you play? Oh, you don't game anymore, but on UFC 4, the
Yeah.
new UFC game, they've got Joshua and Fury on there.
Right.
So I don't
So
know
how
how.
can you have the
I don't know. Maybe they've come to some sort of like deal with them or something. I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't know.
no,
I'm
it's
happy to have them
madness.
on there though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you should 100% be just promoting your tag, telling everyone, like, get it at this is how new fans come into the. I think you smash them up on whatever game you're playing,
Yeah,
and then they come see me smash someone else up, brother.
yeah. Hey, after this fight, I'll get onto it. I'll get onto it.
See, this is the thing. I don't think you need just after this fight. I think you should be pushing this shit immediately everywhere.
I,
Like,
I literally don't get the time to at the moment. I'm
is that
like
what it
always,
is? Just training.
yeah, always training. If I'm not training, then I'm coming back and I'm resting. If I'm not resting, I'm eating. If I'm not eating, I'm training. It's always something.
Run me through like a typical week from in the end phase of training, like running, obviously strength and conditioning, tech work, sparring, all of that stuff. Like how much are you training just to give people a little bit of insight into how hard it is? Because it
Uh,
ain't misfits fucking the zone boxing.
I train every day,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's literally train every day. On the weekends, uh, I don't do as much, but
Mm.
I'll probably go for a massage and all that sort of stuff as well on the weekends. And oh my god, yeah, someone's ringing me. Has it gone off?
No, you're right.
Oh yeah, just ignore it. Yeah, I'll won't train as much, but I'm always doing something basically. So yeah, I don't really get the time at the moment.
Nice. How long you been with your coach?
Uh, I'm not sure. I think about 8 years.
That's quite a while. So he's the one that you've adesed to, and this is your guy.
Yeah, I come to Eastside and while I was at amateur,
Mm.
and I won the novices, the under 20 novices, and then turned pro.
Yeah.
And then I've been pro for about 6 years now, I think.
Did you
almost
not
6
fancy the proper GB,
years.
all of that stuff?
Um, like once I turned pro, I wish that I stayed amateur and done that. But at the time, it was kind of just making rash decisions, and I just people in the gym that I was close to were
Mm,
like not long term professional, and I was thinking, yeah, I kind of want to come up with them,
yeah.
but yeah, kind of like an immature decision, I think.
Would you change that if you could go back?
I wouldn't change it because I am where I am now, but
Exactly.
yeah, but who knows what it would have been like if I was at stayed amateur longer.
You still mates with Shakan?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Yeah.
uh he's from my gym, and so we always like I went swimming with him yesterday. Was in the gym with him today.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he was out in Vegas. He put a thing up like him doing stuff with Floyd Senior and
yeah, yeah. Nah, that was I think he was out in Vegas last month, and
yeah.
then that was just a video from it.
Oh, nice. Don't be angry with me. I'm mates with Danny, so he's no big deal. So
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now Shakan seems a wicked guy. Like he's just he's another one. I don't know how he makes weight. He's the biggest guy ever to ever not be a heavyweight, isn't he?
yeah, I don't know like how he's a light heavyweight. He's like 6'6", 6'6", ripped. Just it
Yeah, but
like I don't know. I
he's
don't
not
know how he.
skinny with it. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's just his legs. He's got slim legs, but
He's got the Deontay Wilder legs, the
he's got
Lieutenant
big
Dan's.
arms. Yeah, literally, and he's got like some big arms and that. So if he just put some weight on his legs, he'll be a cruiserweight in no time. He just needs to eat. Like I don't know how he doesn't eat more food than what he does. It's crazy.
That's mad.
Yeah, if I was that big, I'd be a heavyweight, no doubt.
I think I've come close to being a heavyweight, even though I'm 5'8". Like it's easily done, guys.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
the card that you're on is a big card, right? Obviously, Tasha Jonas has become Sky's darling. Should we say?
Yeah,
They've done a really good job with her. Like, she said that if she makes the move, it's got to
golden
be for
girl.
a world title. Yeah, she's the golden girl now. She's a great commentator. She's going for a third belt now.
I think so.
Respect. You guys are co-main, right?
Yeah,
Huge, huge.
yeah, it's big. You know.
To be fair, it's a big night all round on the 12th, isn't it?
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't know is that Ricky Hatton is also fighting.
Yeah, where
So
is it? Is that on your card?
it's not on the card, but it's after.
Okay.
Yeah, due to some circumstances. But yeah, it'll be like if you buy tickets to my fight or his, I think you'll
Yeah.
get to see both. So yeah.
Okay, but what about us that obviously I'm venturing outside of London? It's a bit risky. There's dragons and stuff outside of the M25, pal. Right? But if you're on watching on TV, is it on both? It's not concurrent, is it? So the second your card finishes and the new,
Yeah.
right? We move on to Ricky Hatton versus Barrera, which would just be banter, wouldn't it? Really, let's be honest. It's
Yeah,
banter.
I'm not. I'm not quite sure. I think Ricky Hatton is fighting after Natasha, so I'm not sure whether. I don't think Ricky Hatton's fight will be shown on Sky
Mm.
Sport, so it'll just be if you bought a ticket, then you get to see it.
From the stadium. That's pretty epic, though.
Yeah, if you buy a ticket, then you're into a good night. You've got a great night of boxing.
Proper good night, and then you stay up for the night and see Denzel try and get a world title.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Big.
another great fight. Yeah, great fight
That's
for
a
him.
wicked fight. I
Yeah,
I hope wholeheartedly that obviously you get your title, he gets his title. I'd love
yeah.
nothing more for Ricky to like. Ricky was my one as an adult. Like, who was like your inspiration? Who was the first fighter that you saw and you just went, oh, I'm having that.
The first fight I ever saw, and I thought he's class. I think it was Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah,
I looked at him and I thought, just like the speed and the awkwardness and just the punches coming from anywhere, and there's just like
phenomenal.
loads of them, punches in bunches. I just thought, and every punch was powerful. I just thought, yeah, if I could box like that, yeah,
He's the most heartbroken I've ever had about a guest. Right, we had him all lined up to be on here for our 100th episode,
yeah.
like, and then it just never happened.
Why? What
Like,
happened?
Well, he's I don't know what the guy is, assistant,
Yeah,
whatever. Just went cold on me. We had it all
exactly.
lined up.
Yeah.
Just yeah, I'll get him on. He's that's him on the wall there. You know what I mean?
I can't see it.
There he is,
Oh
right
yeah,
there, there.
yeah. Get him on, man.
Yeah, he's fighting in a couple of weeks. He's fighting some bodybuilder dude, an
Yeah,
exhibition
yeah.
one,
I
one of
seen
those
that. Yeah,
celeb boxings.
yeah. When's he fighting?
I don't even know anymore,
Yeah,
man.
I
It's
don't
all
know.
made
I
up,
did
isn't
see
it?
it advertised. I think I saw it on the gram.
Yeah. So Roy was your one. I mean, that again, that makes sense because I'm not saying you emulate, but you can see there's like a little bit of inspiration in there. The stance is similar. I'm gonna say similar. There's only
Yeah,
one Roy, isn't there? Let's be honest.
there's
There's only
only
one.
one, right? Yeah, there's only one.
There's only one Captain Hook. I
Yeah,
mean, all
yeah.
right, guys. Right, let's call that there because I think we all need to have some dinner. You need to rest. You're a week away from a massive fight. Thank you so much for joining us, mate. I cannot wait to see you out. I cannot stress enough. And the new British champion, Kaisee Benjamin. Let's hope so. Right? When you win, come back on. Give me the belt.
Hey, I will do definitely.
All right,
Thanks for
guys.
having me as well.
All right, mate. Speak to you later. Yeah. Best of luck.
See you later. Thank you.